out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run with a second-round pick from Akers draft. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of a yard.
You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
On the stop. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that is incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Practice this. 19 right. Broncos. Go.
They're going to try and throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Cougar 19. Let go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 7 Pirates, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here we go. Set. Cowboys, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Trap 60.
Again, he'll drop the throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here can really muddy. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You talk about this Rams defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
The Seahawks.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Puka Nacua, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talked to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
18 Ronald. 18 Ronald. 18 Pioneer. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Rams 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
throw. That one caught. It's Horton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. 19. Cougar 19. Go.
Back to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 8.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! Trey Tucker, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key. There's only me.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. With this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Buffalo 18.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Got it. Hawk 70.
Now an audible here into something else.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and he'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Charger, 19, go.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard
What a drive
line.
this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Come on, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Hawk 70. This way. Ready.
On the run, this is Tipton. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 11. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The slot man in motion right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And we take it in by Shaheed.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact knocked the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the 2nd half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Seven Pirates.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues It's a first down.
It's been tough sledding on the ground, but after that first down pickup, they've got to gain a little bit more confidence and feel good about starting a new set of downs, trying to move the ball.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Let's go. 6.
Outright to Smith-Njigba. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
The kick is good.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd and 9 now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Come on.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, Mark, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes up a gain of 8. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Rams will add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21. Joshua Carney.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Second and 1. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
60 Maverick.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown.
Smith and Jigba. Touchdown.
From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A gain of 3, second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Cut 19, cut 19, come on, set, Cowboy 80. Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check that.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Bronco 80. Roll.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only about the 4.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Seahawks 4-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire.